Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Locke on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Block working out of the gun. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that will be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Man open left side is Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Typical set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
That throw's not going to get him a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He was brought down by Alex.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Simmons on the tackle.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second and very short, Allen. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by Denver.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Singletary. They certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Singletary. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
End of the first quarter.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give it more than when I get it.
He can't hit. He's not gonna get me. Watch out. Pass 85. Check, 42's the mark.
no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 32 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Out of bounds at the
timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
First down, Broncos.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ready. That QB's trash. Let's go. No.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
For Davius White.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Locke again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here now Roberts. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Switch. Patch it.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to go deep for Beasley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Broncos.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
He's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
The Broncos 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Locke. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Block now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. For Davius White on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown.
Complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Lock now on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Now Locke. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Denver.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Allen again. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Hamler now to return it. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. shotgun snap to Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Stop right there. Hey, we got 3 down. 6 down.
Now a run with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
The wide receiver.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 20. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 20. Watch the run.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They look to throw. It's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw it is Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Block. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Running room at the 50. Look out. Andre Roberts. He will score.
Andre Roberts.
A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
49, 49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Don't say nothing.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. From the gun, it's Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
KJ Hamler.
That's good for 28 yards. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Locke. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
The kick is
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
45-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They will run with Singletary. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. To throw is Lock. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew will see